Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Sudhagar, a general pediatrician. Most of you would have heard about baby's soft spot, also called as fontanelle in medical terms. Though you know that it is very important and you need to give utmost care while handling the baby, you may not know the complete story. So in this video, we will see what is a fontanelle, why it is present in a baby, and its important, when does it close, and what are all the problems associated with fontanelles. Before going into the video, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you will not miss any of my videos. Let's jump into the video. Basically, every bone in our body is usually formed from a precursor substance called cartilage, which is a rubber-like material consisting of predominantly connective tissues. So this forms a scaffold over which calcium, phosphorus and other materials will deposit, resulting in a bone. So the same mechanism happens in the skull, where there is simultaneous formation of several flat bones which are attached to each other with the help of these cartilages. So in the case of skull bones, the formation of bone by deposition of calcium and phosphorus happens from the sides towards center, and this process starts even before the birth of the baby. When the baby is born, most of the cartilages has been converted to bone except for few places where these bones meet each other, and these regions are called fontanelles, which we see as soft spot in a baby. The most obvious soft spot which you see is called anterior fontanelle, which is present at the top of the head. It is a diamond shaped area formed at the junction of two frontal and two parietal bones. So what is the importance of soft spot? There are two important things. One is, just beneath the soft spot there is the most important structure in our body, the brain. And one more important thing which you can notice is, when you keenly observe the soft spot of a baby, you can see the heartbeat being transmitted to the brain, and you can see this visibly as pulsations, which is absolutely normal in a baby. So why do a baby need a fontanelle? There are three important reasons why a fontanelle should be there in the first place. First, if there is no fontanelle and the skull bones are completely formed, then it is impossible for a normal delivery to happen, because just because the fontanelle is there, all the skull bones can overlap on each other during a normal delivery process, which is called molding, and this helps the baby's head to navigate through the narrow birth canal of the mother. So after delivery, these bones which have been overlapped gradually come back to their own place, and the bone mineralization process continues on. The second important function of the fontanelle is to allow the brain's growth. Basically, during initial 2 years of a baby's life, the brain grows very rapidly. In fact, a child reaches almost adult's brain size by around 2 years. So in order for this rapidly growing brain to get enough space, there should be fontanelles which allows the skull to expand and adjust the space accordingly. This is very important for a baby's brain growth, because in a condition called craniosynostosis, the space between two bones of the skull will be closed prematurely, resulting in no space for the brain to grow. Hence, these babies will be having permanent mental retardation, and their head size will remain very low for their respective ages. The third important function of a fontanelle is to dissipate the body's heat. Basically, a newborn's brain will be very active, and there will be increased amount of blood flow to the brain. This increased blood flow will produce a lot of heat, and this heat should be dissipated outside to the environment in order for the baby to survive normally. This is achieved with the help of the fontanelles, and it helps to prevent excessive temperature within the skull bones. So, when do these fontanelles close? Basically, there are two fontanelles, one in the front which is called anterior fontanelle, and there is one more fontanelle which usually parents fail to notice, that is behind the head in the occipital region. This is called posterior fontanelle. The posterior fontanelle will be very small at the beginning when the baby is born, and it will admit just the tip of a finger. It usually closes by around 2 to 3 weeks of age, but the anterior fontanelle continues to persist and help the baby's head to grow, accommodating the brain's growth. It ultimately closes by around 18 months of age when the growth of the brain is almost complete. So, as a parent, you should know how to care for a baby's soft spot. Like we already discussed, this region of skull is very soft and very thin, so that lot of heat can dissipate to the outside environment if not taken care properly. Though a minimal amount of heat loss from this fontanelle is desirable, if we leave this fontanelle uncovered, then there can be excessive loss of heat through the fontanelle and baby cannot control this heat loss, resulting in decreased baby's temperature, also called as hypothermia. Another point to be noted is during summer the temperature will be very high and baby needs to lose the excessive heat from the body, and if we are covering the baby's fontanelle excessively even during summer, then it could result in overheating of the baby and baby can end up in hyperthermia. The other thing is, though it is very soft and it is very delicate, a parent can easily handle the baby without causing any damage to the baby's head or baby's brain. You can massage the head, you can give bath to the baby normally. This will not hurt the baby and parents need not worry about this. Just make sure that you don't apply brute force over this fontanelle region. That is all about the fontanelle care. Now we will see few problems related to the fontanelle. We have already seen the condition called craniosynostosis, where there will be premature closure of the fontanelle. If the opposite happens, that is delayed closure of fontanelle, then it can be because of few conditions like rickets, which is deficiency of either calcium, phosphorus or vitamin D level in our body. It can also occur in babies who are having problems with thyroid like hypothyroidism, where there is defect or decrease in thyroid hormone production in the body. It is also common in children living in low socioeconomic status where there is severe malnourishment. So these conditions can cause delayed closure of the fontanelle. In case of preterms, these fontanelle will be relatively larger in size and the closure may also be delayed. The posterior fontanelle will be larger and its closure can take up to several months. Apart from these two fontanelles, there can be other fontanelles in case of preterm babies, which will be closing as the baby matures. Finally, there are two important conditions which you need to know. If a baby is having severe dehydration, either due to vomiting or due to loose stools or due to decreased oral intake, the fontanelle will be sunken instead of the usual flat level of the fontanelle, and this will give a clue to the physician that the baby is having significant dehydration. On the contrary, if the fontanelle is bulging, then it is also a pathological condition. This can occur either due to excessive collection of CSF, also called as cerebrospinal fluid, in the baby's brain, or it can be because of some internal bleeding within the brain, which can result in pushing the fontanelle outside and bulging fontanelle. So these are the basic information which a parent must know regarding their baby's soft spot. I think I have covered all the basic informations regarding the fontanelle. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, you can ask in comment section. I will try to answer everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. I will meet you in next video. Until then, bye. Take care.